Good morning, Mr. Stevens.
Good
My
morning.
name is Daniel, and I'm in room 103. Thank you for taking the time to allow the Sasso squad to interview you for Black History Month. I have a few questions I would like to ask you so the FKD Home of Champions can get to learn more about about you and your accomplishments.
Great, thank you.
Where and when were you born?
Okay, I was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, July 23rd, 1961.
How long have you been teaching at Frankford High School?
I've been teaching at Frankford High School since 2010-2011 school year.
What is your favorite part of your job?
The favorite part of my job is to be able to see students realizing that they can understand concepts, to see when that light goes on, where they want to be able to do the best they can, and they can work together to be able to understand what's going on, to be able to see that what they thought was not possible is possible.
Who was your role model growing up?
I've said several role models. First and foremost, my parents. My father, as from a male perspective, worked 2 full-time jobs. I saw him work a lot to make sure we had what we needed. My mother was a homemaker, but she also was a nurse. So seeing the 2 of them work hard for my sister and I gave me the incentive to do the best I could because of the opportunities I was given with them. Also, I can include aunts and uncles, coaches, teachers, people that saw something in me when I didn't see it when I was younger.
Did you ever see yourself doing what you are doing now? If not, what did you want to do at first?
Well, at first, it's funny, my journey to teaching started when I was actually working in the corporate world. I graduated from Temple with a degree in business in 1984 and worked in that area for about 14 years. I realized that that wasn't something that I was really enjoying. So an opportunity came along. It was called, at that point, the apprentice program, where they looked for people who had undergrad degrees, which I'm glad I had, to be able to use that to agree to go back to school while teaching to get my master's degree in education. So I did that in 1998, graduated in 2002, and the rest is history.
Where did you attend high school and college?
I attended high school at Central High, graduated class with 238, which now is, I hear the numbers that they're giving now, and it's like, I just shake my head, it's over 40 years ago. I went to college at Temple University, and again, I graduated there in 84.
In your opinion, how do you help and support your FKD community?
Well, the thing I love about FKD is where it was the foundation of it. And I say about the pioneer, the mascot, the pioneers came from students who came from, people who came from Central with the same ideals and of greatness. And that's where I keep emphasizing to students, you have to think about where you came from. And the demographics, a lot of things have changed over the years, but the basic principles are there in terms of be the best you can be. And I always talk about students that I've taught here that have been phenomenal, that I think about have done great things. And so I just think about what is it that you want to be, strive, set your goals high, think about where you want to be in the future, and don't be afraid to do the best you can because you never know where it's going to take you.
What is the most important thing you learn in school life?
What is the most important thing?
Yeah.
Wow. I would say husband and father. Those are the biggest roles because my wife and my family, my children are the most important things to me. But right next to that have been, when I look at the jobs that I've had, primarily being a teacher, there have been so many lives that are impacted, and I try to recognize that. So when I'm dealing with whatever hat that I have on, whether it's husband, father, teacher, coach, I try to make sure I'm doing the best I can to be who I need to be in that role so that there's a positive legacy that's being left. I don't always get it right, but I just try to make sure I'm making the best effort to do the best that I can.
What are you most proud of and why?
To be honest with you, just thinking about when I talk to my wife and hear the respect that she has for me. I mean, that's where I know that you can say whatever you want, but if you're doing what you need to do at home, those that are closest to you can tell who you really are. So I think just being a husband, trying to make sure my wife understands what she means to me. My daughters, I have 2 daughters. One is going to be 27 soon, and one had just turned 11, and my son is 29. But just being able to get in touch with them and just make sure that they're okay. Those are the things that are, I would say, I'm most proud of, is that I see that my son is doing well. He's on his own in Auburn, Alabama, working. My daughter is a teacher in Raleigh, North Carolina. And the youngest daughter is doing well. She's soaring right now, where she had some struggles at first, but she's soaring right now as she's heading on to the 6th grade. And again, my wife is my rock. She's was a former teacher, but she's actually doing things right now on her own, trying to get her own business started, and I'm proud of what she's doing. So I just try to be a support to those that are around me.
What advice do you have for kids my age?
To really take a good look at yourself and understand what you're passionate about. I think children, you look at you like icebergs. You know, the tip of an iceberg is here, but there's so much underneath the surface. And don't ever sell yourself short. There are things that you're going to struggle with, but welcome the struggle, because if you're struggling, it means you're heading towards something. If you think about, this is hard, okay, welcome the struggle. Because when you don't do anything, you're being stagnant, and stagnation leads to nothing. So at least make an effort. If you make an effort and get something wrong, you learn from that mistake and you continue on, and eventually you'll start getting things right. You'll start finding out that you can do some things, and that builds a confidence, that builds a power that is going to be unbelievable. And to think about it, we were once, myself, where you are, and legacies are built over time. You're going to be someone that's going to impress other people, impress upon other people. So think about what you can do, and you're not just here for yourself. You're here for other people. So you're here to make an impact in this world, a positive one.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
I always want just like you know. I always want touch like you know.